Why John Obi Mikel believes Liam Rosenior isn't the right fit for Chelsea. An in-depth look. When a club the size of Chelsea makes managerial changes, every comment from former players, especially those who once captained or represented the club at the highest level, is treated as more than idle chat. John Obi Mikel, a figure who personifies a successful era at Stamford Bridge, a two-time Premier League champion and Champions League winner, recently voiced a blunt opinion that has since reverberated across football media. Liam Rosenior, he argued, is not the right kind of coach to lead Chelsea. Mikel's critique wasn't a mere offhand remark. It came from a place of experience, affection for the club, and high expectations for what a manager of Chelsea must be able to deliver. This essay explores Mikel's statements in detail, placing them in context. We'll unpack his key arguments, examine Rosenior's managerial resume and philosophy, analyze the specific demands that Chelsea's modern era places on a head coach, and consider how club culture, expectations, and the unique pressures of the Premier League shape what experience really means. Along the way, we'll include perspectives from football strategy, leadership theory, and the wider sporting culture to reach a rounded conclusion. Whether Mikel's critique is fair, whether Rosenior could yet grow into the role, and what Chelsea, with its history of instant success demands and revolving door managerial policy, truly needs right now. Who is John Obi Mikel and why his voice matters? Mikel's Chelsea legacy. John Obi Mikel joined Chelsea in 2006 amid controversy, but quickly established himself as a key part of the team. A composed defensive midfielder, he combined tactical discipline with calm ball retention and an ability to shield the backline. He played under multiple managers: Mourinho, Grant, Ancelotti, Hiddink, Di Matteo, Benitez, caretaker, and others, and was part of the squad that won the Champions League in 2012 and multiple domestic trophies. More than his silverware, Mikel embodied a reliability and understanding of Chelsea's culture, the hunger for trophies, the pressure of expectation, and the need for coherent identity amid sometimes turbulent ownership eras. Authority and insight. Former players who led on the pitch have unique vantage points. They understand dressing room dynamics, the demands placed on players by club hierarchy and fans, and the tactical acumen required to unify star-studded squads. Mikel's comments about managerial suitability carry weight because he has been on both sides of the managerial merry-go-round that typifies Chelsea, the era of long-ranging managers and the current fast turnover culture. His perspective combines affection for the institution and a practical awareness of what management at Stamford Bridge requires. What John Obi Mikel said, parsing the claim. Mikel's assertion is straightforward. Liam Rosenior is not the kind of coach Chelsea needs. He emphasized Rosenior's relative lack of experience, implying that a club the size of Chelsea requires a manager who has proven themselves at the highest levels, in top-tier domestic leagues or in European competition. Let's break down the components of Mikel's critique. Experience matters. Mikel's central charge is that Rosenior lacks the necessary managerial resume. For Mikel, experience isn't a luxury but a necessity, handling big egos, navigating intense media scrutiny, and delivering consistent results in both domestic and continental competitions. Tactical sophistication and track record. Underlying Mikel's words is a demand for demonstrated tactical versatility and the capacity to adapt in high-stakes matches, qualities demonstrably tested in the Champions League and title races. Management under pressure. Chelsea's environment is uniquely demanding. Managers must survive and thrive under instant scrutiny, owner impatience, and fan expectations. Mikel's view suggests Rosenior's apprenticeship might not have prepared him for this specific crucible. Who is Liam Rosenior? The case for the young coach. To fairly evaluate Mikel's critique, we must profile Rosenior as both coach and person. Playing career and early coaching. Liam Rosenior had a solid professional playing career, featuring for clubs like Bristol City, Fulham, and Hull City, and earning respect for his professionalism and football intelligence. After retiring, he transitioned into coaching and served as an assistant at Brighton under Graham Potter, an environment credited with encouraging forward-thinking tactics and player development. Managerial roles and approach. Liam Rosenior's first major head coaching experience came with Hull City in the Championship, and later at other clubs that gave him a chance to implement his ideas. He's regarded as a coach who favors organization, modern pressing ideas, structured build-ups, and player progression. He's often described as tactically curious, willing to experiment, and attentive to sports science and analytics. Achievements and limitations. Rosenior's win rates and lead finishes will naturally look different from the heavyweights of European football. In the context he's worked, he's shown ability to stabilize squads and nurture young talent. But what he lacks, objectively, is a lengthy track record at the topmost level, extended Premier League success, European competitions, or multiple high-pressure title challenges. What Chelsea needs, the unique demands of the club. Understanding Chelsea's historical and present needs is crucial when judging managerial suitability. Trophies now, not later.
Chelsea's ownership and fanbase reward instant success. There's little patience for extended rebuilding phases that take years. The club often targets managers perceived to be ready to deliver rapid improvements and push for trophies. Managing star power and short turnover cycles. Chelsea, over the past 20 years, has regularly had squads featuring world-class stars. Managing such units requires exceptional man management, tactical clarity, and authority. Beneath headline signings, there's often a collection of creative, high-profile players who demand regular focus and tailored tactical roles. Transfer policy and director-level influence. Chelsea's transfer policy is aggressive and at times owner-driven. A manager must navigate a complex relationship with sporting directors, recruitment staff, and ownership. Some managers have thrived under the club structure by commanding transfers and implementing clear footballing identities. Others have struggled with fragmented long-term strategy. Media pressure and expectation management. Stamford Bridge is a pressure cooker where every managerial decision is dissected. Handling the London press, fan outrage, and internal politics requires a seasoned communicator and media-savvy leader. Experience versus potential, the central tension. Mikel's argument pivots on defining experience. Does experience equal time spent at the top level, or can a coach's technical competency, modern approach, and leadership potential offset a shorter resume? Argument supporting Mikel's stance. Proven managers typically have better short-term records at elite clubs, making them safer bets to secure instant trophies. Experience in the Champions League or title races is valuable. Those competitions are removed from standard league rhythm, demanding specialized tactical versatility. Chelsea's history demonstrates that risky appointments can lead to short reigns. Experienced managers often navigate pitfalls more effectively. Arguments against Mikel's stance. Modern football has examples where relatively inexperienced coaches thrived when given trust and resources. Examples: some successful managerial breakthroughs in recent years. Fresh voices bring innovation, and Rosenier's time at Brighton exposed him to cutting-edge methodologies that could modernize Chelsea's playing identity. An inexperienced but quickly learning coach, with strong backroom staff and clear transfer backing, can grow into the role and deliver long-term benefits. Tactical philosophy. Does Rosenior offer what Chelsea needs? Beyond experience, football is tactical. What style of play would Rosenior bring, and does it align with Chelsea's identity needs? Build-up and possession. Rosenier's teams are typically organized in possession with structured build-up, a modern touch that suits players comfortable with the ball. Chelsea's current crop includes technically gifted midfielders and ball-playing fullbacks. This alignment could prove beneficial. Pressing and transitions. He favors coordinated pressing and quick transitions. Chelsea has, at times, suffered from lack of cohesion in transitions. Rosenior could impose clearer structures to mitigate these issues. Tactical flexibility. Top clubs need adaptable tactics. Being rigid is costly. Rosenier's background under flexible managers like Potter suggests he knows multiple systems. However, converting theory into consistent results under top-tier opposition is a different test. Man management and club psychology. A manager at Chelsea doesn't only craft tactics, they build trust with demanding personalities. Handling stars. Managers must balance playing time, media narratives, and dressing room hierarchies. Mikel's comment implies doubt that Rosenior has been tested sufficiently in the high-pressure dynamics of elite dressing rooms. Youth development versus instant success. Chelsea has deep youth pipelines, but historically owners demand instant success, and often sell or loan prodigies rather than integrate them consistently. A manager must therefore be both a developer of talent and a deliverer of trophies, a challenging dual mandate. Authority and longevity. Chelsea's turnstile of managers shows that authority is critical. Whether Rosenior can project both authority and empathy to earn players' buy-in quickly is a vital unknown. The broader footballing context, why clubs sometimes choose youth. While Mikel argued for experience, clubs across Europe have sometimes deliberately chosen promising young coaches. The motives include modern tactical trends. New coaches often bring fresh tactical ideas aligned with analytics, pressing, and positional play. Financial considerations. Hiring a cheaper, younger coach frees transfer budget. Long-term project thinking. Some owners accept short-term volatility in exchange for a sustainable, coherent identity. Staff ecosystems. A talented head coach supported by seasoned assistants and sporting directors can offset headline-level inexperience. Case studies. Young coaches who succeeded and failed. To see precedent, consider case studies. Success. Julian Nagelsmann, rapid ascent through German football to a top job, combined modern tactics and confident man management. He had top-level experience but was still young. Partial success. Thomas Tuchel, previously an outsider, took Chelsea to Champions League glory, showing how tactical acumen and strong man management can overcome limited earlier pedigree. Failure. Several promising coaches have floundered when suddenly placed in hyper-demanding context, where squad dynamics and expectations quickly overwhelm them. These examples underscore that ability plus context matters. The right team, time, and environment can make a young coach flourish. The wrong environment can crush potential. The role of the board, how Chelsea's leadership shapes the outcome. Mikel's critique implicitly addresses Chelsea's supreme demands. The board's choices will determine whether Rosenier's possible appointment would be set up to succeed. Sporting director and recruitment alignment. A clear strategy, shared by board, sporting director, and coach, is essential. If Rosenior was given clear recruitment, players suited to his system, time to impose an identity, and trust in the boardroom, the odds of success improve. Patience versus impatience. Chelsea's owner and hierarchy have historically been impatient. A board willing to give a coach time, rare at Stamford Bridge historically, dramatically improves the chances for a younger manager to grow. Could Rosenior learn on the job? The developmental argument. Rapid learning curve. Some managers adapt quickly under pressure, learning matches, adjusting tactics, and growing into leadership roles in months. Support structures. Experienced assistants, sports psychologists, and veteran players can help a young coach manage dressing room complexities. The downside risk. Chelsea's limited patience may not allow the time needed for on-the-job maturation. The club has often preferred instant results over slow but solid development. Reading between the lines. Why Mikel's tone matters. Mikel Mikel's critique isn't merely a professional assessment, it carries emotional and cultural weight. Loyalty to club standards. He's signaling that Chelsea's heritage demands managers who can deliver at elite levels. Protecting club reputation. Mikel likely fears that another short-lived or unsuccessful appointment would harm Chelsea's prestige and harm players' careers. Speaking truth to power. Former captains often feel entitled and obligated to speak candidly about what their club needs. In voicing skepticism, Mikel amplifies the debate. Who should carry Chelsea forward? Public reaction and media spin. Mikel's remark predictably provoked intense media focus. Reactions cluster in the camps. Agreement. Fans and pundits who prioritize instant success and value proven managers welcome this critique. Defensive Rosenior. Others emphasize modern football's evolving coaching pipeline, where younger coaches can succeed if given time. Nuanced takes. Many observers urged a middle ground. Experience is valuable, but potential and modern tactical competency shouldn't be dismissed out of hand. Practical recommendations. What Chelsea should consider. If Chelsea wants to balance both concerns, steady leadership and modern innovation, here are practical options. Hybrid approach. Appoint Rosenior but pair him with seasoned assistants and a strong sporting director, ensuring experienced voices guide transfer policy and man management. Internal solution.